and welcome back to Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205. This is Unit 3, The Country Grows, Section 5, Lesson 2, How to Write a Play. I'm Miss Fleming, your instructor for this course. There's a lot to cover here, so let's get started. Theatre offers an immediacy and intimacy that cannot be found in written fiction. Playwrights have a difficult job, as they can only tell their stories through dialogue and actions, no narrative. Theatre may be the most powerful form of expression, in all of its iterations and genres. I would argue that. I am a bit biased being a theatre artist myself, but I believe it to be true. Let's talk about the steps for writing a play. Before you begin writing, it is important to know the rules. And there are 3 good rules for a playwright to follow. Write what you know. Write about what you care about. And if you really want to say something, don't worry about breaking the rules. Playwrights use different processes, but there is a series of 4 steps that can help make playwriting easier and more efficient. They are brainstorming, character development, establishing setting, organizing scenes, and, well, the ending. Step 1 is brainstorming. If you don't already have an idea for a play, you need to brainstorm to find what you like. Create jot notes as they come to you. These notes could be on characters, the genre of your play, the plot, or the setting. Your play could be complete fiction, or inspired by true events, people, or research. And don't limit yourself in your brainstorming. Even if you don't use a particular idea for this play, you may use it later. Step 2 is character development. The characters of your play serve as the main means of getting information to your audience and move the plot along. The characters, especially the main characters, often experience some kind of emotional or mental growth during a play, allowing for the play to make a point about the human condition or society. And it is pivotal that your characters are believable as a whole and real person. They cannot be flat or what you would consider one note. Like, a character can't start as an angry person and just be angry all the time and never change. That's what you consider as one note. In order to create a believable character, you should come up with a complete background for them. Even if all of their background information doesn't make it into the play, it will help fuel their actions. Step 3 is establishing setting. Your setting is where and when your characters interact. The environment affects how the characters respond. While the characters' dialogue and actions progress the plot, the setting is used to convey messages to the audience about mood and atmosphere. Also, don't let the thought of how to stage your play affect your setting. Plays are created in the audience's imagination. They can fill in the gaps. So, for example, your lighting, sound effects, and simple props or set pieces can establish your environment. If your setting mainly takes place in a living room, you don't need an entire living room with walls and windows and couches and furniture. While that's something you do see in television, in theatre it's not necessary. Once you decide on your setting, you should provide instructions in your script to help guide the company performing it. Step 4 is organizing scenes. It is important to think about organization. Some plays are split into 2 acts with an intermission in between, and then each act always has several scenes. To help you organize a scene, the 3 rules of dramatic unity should be followed. And they are unity of time. While you can jump time, the time period within a scene should not change. A change in time means a change of scene. Then there's unity of place. If the setting changes, so should the scene. And then lastly is unity of action. Each scene should focus on one action containing one conflict or problem. To find the focus of your scene, think about the characters and the action involved. What does each character want? How do they intend on getting it? And what obstacles are in their way? It is important that the scene changes are smooth and effective, not disrupting the flow. This can be done through dimming of lights, sound effects, or music, and a quick change of actors on stage or props. It's not necessary to pull the curtains at the end of each scene and then change everything around and pull them back. Step 5 is your ending. The ending of a play gives your audience a sense of closure and wraps things up. Aristotle said that a dramatic story has two possible outcomes: a reversal, when a character begins one way and changes situation, or recognition, when a character achieves internal growth. Your genre may dictate your type of ending. While some endings occur right after the climax, some narratives have a climax around the middle and end with repercussions of that climax. Additionally, some plays may end with an epilogue from a main character, with a surprise ending that is unexpected, or a return to the beginning. Make sure that you read over your ending to ensure you have addressed all questions your plot has raised in the beginning of the play. So now it's time to review. I'm going to ask you to complete the activities in Brightspace. You're going to begin thinking about if you were writing your own play and designing it and have some fun with that. And I hope you have a great day.